I'm Jen.
I'm Karen.
I'm Marisa.
And this is actually our last show, weekly watch list of the year. Can you guys believe it? We've been doing this for a year. It's so fun, and we are so grateful and so happy that you have joined us on this amazing journey of 2018. We've got some fun things planned, but before we get to all of that, let's talk some business because that's what we are.
Let's get it out of the way.
Let's do it.
Yes, if you love what you see, if you love what we do, if you're a big K-drama fan and you want to see us keep going into 2019, then why not buy us a cup of coffee? You can do it one time, you can do it monthly. The link is below, so please help support the K3 and keep us caffeinated.
Exactly, because wow, there's some late nights putting this stuff together, so I'm a coffee junkie already, so we really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And if you are first time here or have been here before but haven't yet subscribed, please do subscribe to us here on YouTube. Hit the bell.
Ding, ding. I love sound effects.
I love Jen's sound effects. To be reminded when we have something new to share with you. And
such as
coming up, we have the results of the K3 K-Drama 2018 Awards. Thank you all for voting. So that's coming up.
Fun.
And then we're going to do kind of a year in review. See how was 2018 for the K-drama fan, for you, for us.
Exactly.
And finally, we will have, at the beginning of 2019, we'll have our top 3 shows, the top 3 favorites from each of us. Plus maybe a bonus to round it out to an even 10.
Exactly. Yes. So even though we won't actually be here live every week with you, you'll still see our faces.
Yes.
We'll still be around.
Yeah. We're here for you.
Exactly.
Just as you're here for us.
It's our holiday gifts to you.
Exactly. Yeah. And you'll always be able to find us on Twitter with conversation and of course on YouTube, keeping that conversation going. So without further ado, our final weekly watch list of 2018. Dun-dun-dun-dun! All right, Monday, Tuesday. None of us are watching anything.
I don't think there's any. No.
There's nothing.
No.
All of Marisa's shows have wrapped up.
And I think we all dropped Mama Fairy.
And we did. Yeah. Though I will say,
many people are still enjoying it. I know.
I would love it if someone would custom make us a broken mug when we drop a show. That would be amazing.
I need a little animation.
Like.
No.
Boom. No coffee for this one.
Yeah.
So sorry,
Mama Fairy.
Fairy.
Oh, we wanted to love it so much.
And so many good elements to it that I would wanted to jump. So so keep us posted because if it goes the way that everyone on Twitter wants it to go, I may jump back in and binge it like from about here on.
Yeah.
I may do a skip through. Like every couple episodes or something. So, let us know.
Anyway. Monday, Tuesday. It was really that was it.
What else?
There's nothing else.
I think there's something else on Monday, Tuesday.
What?
That we're not watching.
Oh.
No. What?
Is it not?
It's on Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, is it Wednesday, Thursday?
Oh.
We're so not watching it, we don't even know what day it airs. It's so bad. So we're going to slot it into Wednesday, Thursday, because that's where I put it on my card of knowledge. So anyway, ding ding. All right, Wednesday, Thursday, we have Encounter. We're going to talk about it briefly because everyone seems to be watching it except for the 3 of us.
And you gotta think, let's see, we heard from Tess, Sad in the Rain, AR, Catherine, more on our YouTube conversation, thanks. And people are really enjoying the show.
Really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you telling us how much you're enjoying it on
we
YouTube.
love hearing from you.
Clearly, we are the minority on this show. I will say, Drama Milk has mentioned more than once on Twitter that the secondary couple, and this could be the ex-husband because we're not watching it, I don't know, so fill us in, that relationship, there's a secondary couple and the ex-husband that kind of what are making the show so enjoyable. It's not so much our main couple, but it's kind of everyone else. So I will say this, based on that, if everyone is satisfied with it at the end, I may binge it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear that.
Yes. I'm wildly fascinated because I just don't see the main couple at all. I don't get it.
I may press play on episode 2 just to see if it draws me in at all, and plus to see his haircut.
But please, keep us posted as it continues because I'm wildly fascinated by this show because it is very interesting that everyone is like, this show is so good, but I'm not sure I'm on board with the main couple, which is fascinating to me because that really is interesting and says that the writing is exceptional in my personal opinion.
Oh,
that's the way I look at
it.
I mean, I could be wrong, but if the writing sucked and the main couple didn't work, I can't imagine that it would work?
would people be so
Yeah.
enjoying it so well?
So get on the Twitter and let us know
Let us
why
know.
we should be
No.
watching.
All right.
Yeah.
Counter.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Confounding me. Anyway. All right. So what else do we have Wednesday, Thursday? The Last Empress continues its running down the rails of Crazy Town. This show. Did any of you guys get caught up this week? Other than me?
I got further along.
How far did you get?
So I'm to the point where he had his amazing transformation.
The most amazing transformation
Birth of a bodyguard.
in all of K-dramas.
And then one episode past that, so they got married, and of course somebody rigged
Mm-hmm.
this. So I'm a little further behind, but it was
So this
I was
week.
laughing so much. I'm like, should I be laughing?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
we
yes,
are all
absolutely.
laughing.
All right.
It is.
It's wackadoo.
It's the most bonkers piece of drama I've ever watched, whether in the U.S. or in Korea. Because it's just
saying something.
it takes soaps and just puts it like it's like here's like your dynasties, your main nighttime soaps here in the States,
right.
and
Empire.
Last Empress is like here.
Wow.
You're just like, what is happening?
Wow.
So this week we get to add to the level of Crazy Town. It's not quite as suddenly they break into like anime fighting styles, but this
good.
week we get. Oh my god, it's so hilarious,
I can't
so
wait. I cannot
fantastic.
wait for that.
It's just the most. You're kind of like, what? Wait, they just became like video game, like
course.
video game anime players.
Because yes.
Because of course. This week, our main bodyguard, Chae Jin-hyuk, pushed our Empress off a cliff.
What?
What?
Literally pushed her off a cliff.
Wait, doesn't
So-
he like her?
Well, that's what we all thought.
The Empress?
Yes. So he's in cahoots with the Emperor because he's trying to get close to the. This is my theory.
Oh,
Not my theory,
right.
but this seems to be the story because they're not really giving
He's
us
on a
lot.
revenge track.
He's on a
Yeah.
revenge track.
Yeah.
So he is trying to get close to the Emperor. Why? I'm not sure. But he's trying to gain the Emperor's trust
Yes.
for maybe some bigger scheme that I am unaware of.
To bring down the monarchy?
Don't know. Maybe. Because then we find out after this one, he seems to be in cahoots, not cahoots is the wrong word. He had planned pushing the Empress off the mountain with the guy who saved him. Because the guy who saved him saved her as she floated down the river. And then we find out that the guy who saved him is actually the father of the original Empress.
Oh,
Yes!
really? Oh, the one okay.
Yes! So
The one
that's
the emperor actually
Love.
loved.
yes.
Yes.
We think.
Well-
Because now we're finding out that the Emperor knew she was murdered,
Oh.
and he may have been a part of it because he is the father of the small girl because he had
He's
an
the
affair
father?
with the
Wait,
nanny.
what? Oh,
Yes.
selective flashbacks leading us down different paths.
So the crazy train is on full speed.
Love it.
It's good times. Unfortunately, it's also very tragic. We lost Harmony this week as well.
Oh.
She got
You mean the Grand Empress Dowager?
yes, the Grand Empress Dowager
Oh.
I
got
was gonna say, I
stabbed.
really like this character. She's
stabbed.
She was
Stabbed.
amazing.
got
She's
stabbed.
so good. And she was like just
Oh.
smacking everyone around for just being horrible people this week.
Well,
She was like the
and
most
she,
rash, yes.
like,
Oh, so
understood-
she had to go.
She had to go.
She understood what everyone was up to.
Yeah.
No, that's why she had to
Yeah,
go.
she had to go. And she backed Sunny when all the shit went down in the palace. She backed Sunny instead of her own grandson. So
Ooh.
it really, who killed her is up for grabs across the board because she knew everything by the time this went down. So yeah.
Who killed JR?
Yeah, right? Exactly. That's literally where we're at in the story. So, I'm not even sure how many episodes we have left, but I need a little bit of clarification now because I'm now officially confused as to what everyone's motivations are at this point.
I say, let it go.
I can't.
Just enjoy the ride.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying. I just need to know why you pushed her off a cliff. I was very confused by that. Like literally, I'm like,
A literal
a
cliffhanger.
literal cliffhanger. Well, yeah. Like I kept waiting for the flashback where they had
Good show.
agreed that he would push her off the cliff. But
Like
she
it was a fake out.
yeah,
or
like a
something.
fake out.
Yeah.
No, we never.
Oh.
Was
We,
that
we
the
haven't
end
gotten
of
that one.
the end
No.
of this week's episode? Was that the
No, the end
Oh, the-
of these two episodes this week was the Empress Dowager being dead.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That was that, and
show.
Sunny being framed for it because of course the Emperor comes racing in
Of course.
as she's sitting there. Oh, because we also set her up. There's so many things that happened this week that were so crazy. We also set it up where this happened twice in two episodes where the Empress was led into a room to discover something, and so they set her up to be having an affair with Chae Jin-hyuk's character, bodyguard character, and then the Emperor walks in and catches her in the act. and so it all was in the papers. So this is the second time in 2 episodes where he catches her doing something they're setting up for.
Oh.
So they just wanted her dead.
Yeah.
After that, the affair situation, and she didn't
shame her out of the
They
palace,
couldn't
so now
shame
they're just gonna kill her.
exactly. Well, they tried that, and then she showed back up, which was kind of amazing because she was kind of a little badass. And I gotta give
Really?
what's
Jang Nara.
Jang
Nara.
Nara. I gotta give her credit. I really wasn't. I mean, from the beginning when she was like in her own little like rom-com to this, it was a nice little transformation. Like she was a badass. I was kind of impressed.
She's very accomplished.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of
Really
K-dramas.
enjoyed
So that was
her
a
revenge
ruse.
is kind of amazing. Yeah.
Cool.
So, I feel like I've babbled a little too much about Last Empress, but it's just so
Sounds like you're
bonkers that it's just like
I'm excited to catch up and keep going.
Yeah.
it's
Yes.
crazy. And thank you for sharing it on Twitter because oh my god, we have so much fun talking about it. It's the most
great.
absurd show ever. Whew. So yeah, I'm definitely like it's like a love like. Like I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you my thoughts on the show except it's just like what?
But
I can't
I'm just
not
going
watch.
with like.
It's a train wreck, right?
It's just a train wreck of goodness.
One that you-
compelling train
one that
wreck.
you cannot
Yes.
look away from.
Yeah, I like it.
It's fantastic. All right, so that's Last Empress, and I'm so excited for the next week's because I don't know what's happening. Ding ding. All right, so and then we have Feel Good to Die.
Yay.
Yes.
Liking this show.
I'm 1 episode behind though.
I'm a
I
few.
think
I'm
things
not
are
caught up.
happening, huh?
So
Yeah.
many things are happening.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, I love him so much.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Baek Jin-sung is one of my probably my favorite male lead right now.
Ah.
He's just that character is just so. I just love his growth. I love the fact that he's learning and he's still kind of a jerk.
But then he takes a step back
Yes.
and he's a jerk
Jerk.
again.
Goes back
And then
into-
but
But
then
then
that's
That's
was
how you
who he
learn.
was.
That's how you learn. Like you don't just suddenly go, I'm a good person.
Yes.
And then you're
Right,
just a
right,
good
right.
person. You always kind of fall back and then you learn
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh.
Well, especially if you're backed into a corner, or if you have a moment of
yeah.
fear, you revert back to
Right,
it,
but he's had his ass handed to him a couple times,
many
that's good.
times.
It's
He's
been
died a couple
fun.
times.
He's died a couple times.
Oh my god! So
Fun.
I just have really, really enjoyed him, and I love him as the actor who plays him, and they just are so solid. Just as an entire ensemble, just I've really, really enjoyed it, and the growth and the story in general about how you can change. It might take you a bunch of times, a bunch of tries to figure that out. Like I really love that kind of story. And then they gave us the ending for this week, and I'm like, what? What just happened?
What did happen?
She died, guys.
Wait, what?
She fell off the building and died. Like,
No, but
and no time
didn't
loop.
wake up. the
No
next
time
day?
loop.
Really?
Yeah, she got
Was-
raced to the hospital, in surgery, and Baek Jin-sung
she's not the one
is just
who's
like
supposed to-
basically he had the greatest line. He's like, I'm praying to just what any deity will listen, because he was so sad because he cared about it and she left, and it was such a great scene and it was so good, and she died.
Ooh,
And
that's
then-
a big twist.
Right?
What's
And then boyfriend walked
There's
in.
a few more. How many? There's a few more.
4 episodes. So we
yeah.
have 4 episodes
more
left.
hours,
so
right,
I
yeah.
feel like we're going to trigger the time loop somehow because
Yes.
Yeah.
boyfriend now knows about the time loop, though he doesn't believe of the time loop.
Right.
And then Baek Sung-jin, no, I'm messing up the name. Baek Jin-sung. Sorry, I'm switching it up. He obviously was part of the time loop, and so they now are left alone with her being dead. So I'm guessing that somehow these 2 guys figure out a way to trigger the time loop to fix it. I'm hoping there's 4 episodes.
This better not be a get to episode 16, and this has all been
If we have
a
to
big dream. And they
If
all
we have to
wake up.
invoke another
I-
Dallas reference, I'm going to be really unhappy. But if we go
Or
to
About Time.
yeah,
Oh.
That whole playing with time. They never
they
explain
never
it.
really explained that. So I'm
I feel like this show so far has been
so
explaining
far
it
it's been
very
explained it
well.
really well, and it is
Yeah.
based on a webtoon, and people seem to be pretty happy with it so far. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But
Yes.
really, right now,
I
it's
gotta get
just
caught up.
it's such a solid show, and I think it, it's definitely one of my favorites from this year. So.
Cool. Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
So feel free to die.
Feel good to die.
Oh my gosh, I'm such a mess today. Feel good to die. I
It's
don't know why I
holiday
wrote
season.
feel free
We're
to
all-
die. Feel free to die.
Feel free to-
Feel free to die.
Maybe that's what it feels
Maybe
like.
that's how this
After you've died and come back hundreds of times.
Hundreds of times. Feel free to die.
Tens of times.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Feel good to die. Sorry, everyone involved with that show. I screwed up your title. That's Wednesday, Thursday. Ding ding. so. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Weekend.
Thank God. Because,
I'm
oh
gonna
my
take
God,
some-
right? It's just been one of those weeks. I'm really not, I didn't watch anything except Alhambra.
I'm still on board with Top Star Ubeck. I love that they keep referring to him as Top Star.
Yeah,
It's like just walking
that's his
around
name.
doing Top Stars here.
Yeah.
Part of his name.
Yes, it's like celebrity.
I think that's all they call him. I don't even think they use his name. They just call him Top Star on the island. Top Star.
That's hilarious.
So they shortened it to Top Star instead of his actual name.
Yes.
That's kind of
yeah.
funny. I like it.
Yeah. That's what you are, not who you are.
No, exactly.
So what you think you are. So, and also 12 nights, but they're, that's one a week, and
they both are one a week.
they both are one a week, and yeah, it's just not enough. So I'm gonna wait a little bit and then maybe binge
and
over the
catch up.
holidays. What's happening? So
Oh,
yes,
nice.
but in the meantime, the one thing,
my God.
the one show that is just slaying us,
Literally.
literally,
Memories
Sort of.
of the Alhambra.
so good. What is
so good.
I only made
Okay.
it halfway through episode 5.
Oh, darn
But go
it.
ahead. No, we have to.
And by the time this airs, episode 6 will have aired
have-
also.
exactly.
So what
So
do
we
I
have to
say?
at least talk
It's
about
okay.
episode
Because it's
5.
surprise, surprise, surprise.
Oh my
twist,
God.
twist, twist, and it's just fascinating.
So,
Yes,
he went over
Jen?
the banister. He fell 6 floors.
Fell 6
Yes,
floors.
but he hit a
floor,
banister and a banister.
and a banister.
And it slowed his velocity.
Okay,
therefore,
can we just all-
He
can
only
we all-
ruptured
I don't
his
think
intestines.
physics works
Can we
that
all
way.
agree, though, that the sister is the greatest
I
character in this
love
entire
Their
show?
relationship is adorable.
I almost ship them more than I ship him with the. She's the best.
He's like, you just come out at me out of nowhere, huh?
That's-
My face is like, you were amazing. Like, bing, 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 bing. It's like, that was fun. You seemed very
You
excited
seem
about that.
excited, don't
How
you?
she knew that? Who knows?
Who knows?
Right, yeah. I don't recall her
But
being
she-
present at the scene. But.
She's like my favorite. She's
good.
hilarious.
Yeah.
And she's like, Ani, he's not up for dating right now.
No.
He's up for, just so you know. And she's like, what?
So with that being said, while I love this show, can we quibble a little bit about the show?
Sure.
Just a little.
Do you need permission?
I mean, no, but I didn't know if we wanted to still gush for a minute. We can pivot back to gushing.
Oh, we can pin back.
So, my only quibble about what's happening is Park Shin-hye is clearly a good actress. Clearly. I just don't understand, and I do understand from a production standpoint that the director's involved and the writer's involved and the actor's involved, and it's not just her. I do understand
I
that.
think I know where you're going with this, but go
But
ahead.
I don't understand the choices she's making within the story. Like, you just saw a human being fall 6 floors.
And what do you
And
do?
What do you do? I think 99.9% of the population in the world,
Once you get over the initial shock,
initial shock,
Would.
you race down the stairs to check on the human
to
being
the person.
that is on the floor that just fell 6 floors.
You mean not go up to his guest room to see
Not
if he's
stand
in
there
there?
for a good, what, I don't know, 45
And then go up
seconds
at
in
least,
shock.
what, 2
2
floors?
flights?
At least 2 floors?
Yeah,
It just seemed
it's odd. It's a weakness in the writing because, man, everything else is
So good.
tight and so good.
It's almost, I feel like almost that the writer had this great idea for an augmented reality story. And then someone said, we love it. We need romance.
Yeah.
And they were like, shoving the storyline wherever they could possibly shove it in whatever crevice was left available. And that's unfortunately what Park Shin-hye is left to deal with. Because she has so much more
feeling.
and so much crying.
So crying.
For a man she's not even dating. I mean,
know.
I get it that he bought your building and gave you 10 billion won for
And
it.
he's beautiful.
And
But
he's beautiful.
But even said to the sister, it's only been 2 days.
Exactly.
What do you mean she's in love with me?
What- And there's so much crying over him. Like,
Right.
what is she crying about? Like, I could understand.
I understand the crying when he bought the hostel.
Completely.
And she's just like, oh my God, my life is changing.
Completely.
I get that.
Except, why is their bank account in won? Shouldn't it be in euros?
Because they are in Spain.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
Like, I felt
Anyways.
Good point.
at the end,
Quibble.
at the end of 5, when
Yes.
she finds him, and can I just say this about the fact that the rainstorm triggers the game, and that we constantly see Hyungbin in soaking wet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Because we have so far had how many
flashback.
And the flashback. We've got so many like soaking wet out in the rain scenes that it's just thank you.
Fan service.
I've got a stack of towels for you.
I mean,
Come on over.
I don't really need a shower scene if you. I'm really not a fan of the shower scene. Because it's so gratuitous. But standing in the rain, I'm a big fan of that. So thank you. Thank you, Memories of the Alhambra.
See, we did make it back to gushing.
We did.
It didn't take that long at all.
So, back to quibble. So, okay. So she runs out to him in the rain.
In the rain.
And he basically grabs her.
Yes.
Because we had to have that K-drama trope.
Obstacle.
We needed an obstacle. But we're going to use the K-drama trope to he pulls her into a hug, and he holds her there. She's crying. Why is she crying?
Why? Why is she crying?
Why is she crying again? And this is why I say this. And I say this because
This makes me disappointed.
she's crying so much that when she actually started crying at the end, because he was like, I'm crazy. Like, I know that, like, I'm going wackadoodle right now. And I know you know that. And I'm, like, freaking out. And so when they took him away, and I appreciate the piggyback also in Spain.
Because there are no
'cause,
wheelchairs in the hospital?
No, but I appreciate the fact that we use the piggyback trope as well.
Yes.
In a hospital?
Yep.
Okay.
Just from a character standpoint, had she been stronger, and those choices had been that she was stronger about just being worried about him, her breaking down crying in that moment, I think would have been much more impactful than her just continuing to cry. Because she was crying through the entire scene from hospital to hospital, to the point where he's like, are you crying? Why are you crying?
Well, I'm wondering if it's going back to what you brought up last week about him being compelled by her, their game version of her being Emma, that the real life, I can't remember her name, the real life Park Shin-hye character is weak, and weepy, and crushed by the weight of all the responsibility.
Having done it for
in contrast with the game Emma version of Park Shin-hye.
That's true.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Yeah, that's where.
Well, we just need to get to
Because in the first episode, the person who's been staying at the hospital, or her friend who works with her at the guitar shop, is like, he's like, I bet you just stood there and took it, didn't you? You didn't say anything. So he did comment that her personality is to kind of.
So that's where I think it's going. I think they're creating two very distinct Park Shin-hyes.
I would like to meet the Emma Park Shin-hye.
So maybe in episode 6, which we will have watched by Monday. So get back on the Twitter or Instagram or Facebook.
Yes. And again, the show is so good that these moments stick out that much more because I think everything else is so good and so solid.
Yeah.
And I will say that I appreciate from a story standpoint that Hyungmin's character is just getting the shit kicked out of him in every scene. Like, he is not good. He's not in good shape.
No.
He's going crazy.
Yeah.
He's taking
internal
a beating.
organs
He is
that have been like
ruptured.
Yeah.
Like, he
Sliced and
really
diced.
is terrible at the game. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, for the CEO of an augmented reality company.
He's
a little
horribly bad at the game.
He doesn't have time to play the games, he just invents them.
Yeah. I do appreciate the fact that even though he's like the golden boy, we're kind of seeing like cracks in that facade.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Not even cracks, like full on
Well,
chasms.
and you see it in the flashbacks about his failed marriage and the current one. And
here's my question.
Yeah.
What's the purpose of the second ex-wife?
I don't know, but I feel like that's going to be key.
Yeah.
Maybe not key,
because
but
she's superfluous right now, so but there's
Yeah.
a reason for her to be there.
Of course.
Right. I wonder what
and
it is. Yeah.
So
he made the one comment about how, she, why did the marriage only last a year? Well, she really liked money. I found out that's all she really wanted. I wonder if
No, but
it
I
was a
think she's
reason.
going to die. I think something's going to happen. There's a reason for her. She's not there to just needle him about money. There's a bigger reason.
And here's the other thing.
What is it?
For a girl that young, and even though she is a starlet, she was ballsy talking to the professor character. So there's clearly something there. I think obviously
She
because
might be
he
the
always
tough
plays a bad guy.
girl.
I feel like he's
got to be
He's
evil.
got to be
He's
one
always
of the
a
bad
bad guy.
Always a bad guy.
Oh, the expressions on his face.
Oh, and the music that plays.
And that shot where you're looking down on him and his side eyes were.
Not so fatherly and kindly.
Oh no.
Yes.
He's a little terrifying.
But I'm glad
he was
Cha
a
is
W.
still around
Yes.
to fight.
Even though he says nothing.
Yeah.
He just shows up all covered in blood.
But I think the game will, as we progress to the
Right?
next level. Is Chanyeol coming back? I
Right.
would like that too.
Yes.
Right?
Where is he?
And that's the ending of that of episode 5. You find out that you haven't seen this
Yeah.
yet, but as we do a flashback to the end of the episode where Hyungbin's character was walking, looking for him on the train.
And the bag was sitting there.
And I'm really excited to get to the present time.
Chanyeol was sitting there too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. with a gun in his hand.
Yeah, like laying on the pavement.
Yeah.
So since all of this is being told with the voiceover,
Yeah.
I can't wait to get how far do we get to how do we get to when that voiceover is present time?
Oh.
So yeah, I could probably I could talk about this show for hours because there's so many pieces where I'm like, what? Wait, stop. Hey,
I know.
what?
We may have. Should we do a podcast on this when it's done?
I think we almost have to.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe a
live cast.
A live cast for the final
finale.
episode.
Which I did the math, and if my math is correct, that would be Sunday, January 20th. I'm just saying.
Yes, and then the 20th. I thought it was. I think it is.
I'll have to double check.
We'll
I'll
then-
double check the K-drama math, but
double check
I
that.
did, it was really quick.
The best part about that is as soon as this one ends, Kingdom starts.
Oh, Kingdom.
Netflix, you're too good to us this year.
Zombies
So
and
good.
Beiduna.
Right?
And who else
What's
is
his
in it,
name from
Bobby?
Among the Gods?
Yes.
Which one? There's so many.
Oh,
The young guy.
Oh, the
Yes.
from the second one.
He looks
yeah,
so
the one
good.
from Princess Hours. He grew up very well, didn't
Very
he?
well. Thank you. Netflix, you're too good to
Thank
us.
you for that. Oh,
We love
Netflix,
it.
we love you.
We love you. Keep it coming. So, wow.
I don't know if I watched Kingdom. I might just rewatch Memories of the Alhambra.
And Hymn of Death. Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Is
I
this Christmas
just-
fair?
Wait, what?
I mean, it's in the title, Hymn of Death. Like,
Yes, it's based
And
on a
it's
true
just
story. You can Google that and
Yeah.
figure out what Hymn of Death. It's a 3-episode,
2 or 3.
two or
Yeah,
three
it's very
episodes with our star from W.
Uh-huh.
I'm blanking on his name right now. Lee Jung-juk, I
Yes.
think. And then your girl
I
from
know.
Still
Still
17.
I love her so much.
I know.
I love her so much, and
So
I
when
want
I
to
need a
watch
good
it. I want
cry,
to support her, but
I'll
I
watch
just
it.
it's almost like it looks to me like Chicago Typewriter times 10.
Oh,
Yeah, like Chicago Typewriter is
sort
like
of.
I think I saw a smidgen of this on TV. I think it was on TV. So,
Yeah.
On the local
Yeah.
station.
But
I
Netflix-
don't mean Chicago Typewriter, the reincarnated portion. I mean just all the resistance
Oh, yeah, it's
portion
period,
of it. It's
yeah.
just whew,
But Netflix, we love that you're picking up all these
Thank you.
really grand.
so many good
K-dramas,
ones. We
so
love it.
Thank you for
Please
that.
keep it coming because
Yes.
there are so many that we end up missing because we just can't find subs and all that. So
Yeah.
it's just been so great that that you guys have been picking those up. Ladies, this is it
This is
for
it.
2018.
So don't miss our special episodes because we
No.
have good stuff coming up for you. This has been an amazing year in K-dramas.
Oh my God, just so much fun sharing all of this with you. Thank you so much for joining us and becoming part of the community and welcoming us into the community because the K-drama community is so fun and so amazing.
Yes.
And it is really, it's just,
I've learned so much.
it's just made my year.
we love
I mean,
you
I met
guys.
these great ladies from it and it's just, thank you so very much. And yeah.
We wish you a safe and happy holiday, whatever you celebrate.
Exactly.
So,
And a fantastic new year.
yes.
We're the K3. I'm Jen.
I'm Karen.
I'm Marisa. Also find us on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
and again, subscribe to us here on YouTube.
Ding ding.
Ring that bell to be reminded when we have something new to share with you. Thank you for joining our K-drama copy klatch. We'll see you in 2019.
Yeah, we love you.
I don't even know.
Love you, one.